I think maybe, with all the supplement and all the machine that we use is helping me get my health back. But then my former discs have been aging. So I age very quick, and my body is really tired and really aging. As you can see, people have one job, and normally they have two jobs, but I got 3-4 jobs. So the amount of work that I've been working is really 3-4 times than a normal person. So I'm very happy because I put more effort and I compress myself so much. That's why I need to retire. So at that point in time, I tell myself, how can I retire and still happy? How can I retire, with the rich in the heart, not the rich in the bank anymore? And it is, I sit down and I calculate and I choose between what do I want to be for the next 50 years? What do I want to be, when I'm getting old? And it is when you pass away, what you want people to remember you. And for me, at that point in time, I choose Nu Skin because it is something that I could change many, many lives out here, not just my own life. And it is, I could see myself with, the life of all other leaders in Nu Skin, the true leader, that they have like wonderful lifestyle. That's what I want. And then at that point in time, I put 100% of my effort. So starting from last year, I really say to myself, for me to retire, I got to work out how much money I need in my bank, how much income I want every month. And for me to retire with my heart is, rich. Every day, what do I need to do? At that point in time, while I'm thinking, when I'm talking, Sharon, I use, so I skip this, with things that you want to do to get more meaningful around the world. Then I just skip this, that this is what I was talking about. So when you're talking about what you want, what your lifestyle, sorry, this is in Vietnamese, but really we were talking about the income, the freedom, the time that you need, when you want to retire. This is all the things that I put on the table, and this is how I sort out exactly what do I want. And last year I make a decision, and I decide to choose Nu Skin for me to retire. And I want to retire when I'm 50 years old. And I have only 2 more years. So last year I have I was sitting there and I'm 48 years old and say, okay, I have only 2 more years to retire. So what do? So I compress myself and working hard and put 100% of my time and effort into Nu Skin business. That is why you see the changing. And lucky for me at that point in time, I used TR90 to support my health, because after the operation, Sharon, what do I call it? They say the nurse is pressing into the bone, pressing into the nurse.
Yeah.
And even after the operation, I am still in pain. So with that, the muscle is weak.
Yeah.
So my left hand, I waste of muscle. The muscle is getting smaller.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
R90 to correct my health. So I use.
So how did you? Yeah. So how did you do that then? How did you use TR90 to help with your health? Yep.
I use TR90 to put on weight. So people use TR90 to lose weight. I use TR90 and I put on 2.5 kilos. So for me, I put on muscle.
Yes.
So for me, TR90 is for me to build my stronger health.
Yeah.
Get rid of the pain. Have a good
Yes.
food.
Yeah.
So,
I think also what TR90 has done for you and so many people is that it teaches how to eat properly, and therefore you put on, even though there's people in here that want to lose weight or lose fat, that more importantly, but for you is about putting on the muscle, right? And that's what the 2 kilo is. And I bet you, even though you put on those 2 kilo, your body still look amazing because it's this muscle that you put on, correct, Penny?
yeah. Luckily for me, when I put on muscle, but my tummy is getting get smaller. That is the thing that all women want, isn't it? So I would be able to wear size 6, the Aussie size. Because before Nu Skin, I love review. There is a brand, all the dress that we wear. But if we have a tummy, it is very hard for you to zip up. I am not overweight, but the tummy is the one that we always worry.
Yes.
It's annoying us. So after the TR90 program, I put on weight. But my body is slim. So everybody look at me and say, Penny, you lose weight. But actually, I jump on the scale, I wasn't lose weight. So amazing thing is how you put on weight, but you put on kilo, but you don't put on size. So you don't have to buy new clothes. That is the thing. And actually, after my TR90 program, Sharon, I had to go to the alteration and correct 42 of my dress and my pants.
Oh, wow.
To make it smaller.
Do you have any photos? Do you have any before and after photos?
I don't have before and after photo for me, but at that point in time, I wasn't thinking that I'm going to be a TR90 queen. I don't ever think that our team is sharing like 200 of the TR90 pack every month until I started to helping my friend and family and friend around me. So after that, I start with my very close friend, and she had an amazing result. And then we start with like my husband, my mom, and my daughter, 16 years old. So like my uncle and then my auntie, and then, all the friends around. That's how we spread out, and then everybody work by now. Then with the TR90 result, the amazing thing is you don't need to talk well. You don't need to be, very clever. You don't need to be very successful, but the result in your body. So I want to share with you now is an amazing result that we have from our business partner. So this is one of our business partner that she lose 23 kilos by now. So this one is is the one that just after 90 days. But sorry, I just want to do this. Oops. Now go back to sorry, I just need to go back to the current page. But she have an amazing result. We know she doesn't just lose weight, but she got rid of a lot of her sickness. Amazing on she using supplement for 2 years. But TR90 is just huge different. It's a huge different compared to you using Pharmanex, a normal Pharmanex. It is.
What kind of sickness did she notice that she was getting less of, that TR90 has helped her?
She had her diabetes for 21 years, Sharon. And her diabetes is following her for like a long time. And she in the hospital. Then after she had divorced, then she get into her depression as well. then with the TR90, she get rid of her depression, and her anxiety is reduced massively. As you can see, we all know that we lose fat and all the kilo and all the bad fats in her body. We cause what do we call is it's the fat inside your body, the visceral fat.
Visceral fat, yep.
Visceral fat. That one is the one that pulling out, isn't it?
Yes.
So we all know that diabetes, high blood pressure, heart attack, and all that. It's the cause that if the visceral fat is high.
Yeah. So for those people that are not familiar with what is visceral fat is the fat around our organs. Okay, and that's sometimes also called skinny, there's also another term, like Penny actually mentioned, that sometimes we look like we're not fat, but around the tummy, that is actually what we call toxic fat, okay? Visceral fat are usually stored around there, and they are not good. They cause a lot of lifestyle diseases. And by the way, I just want to make a disclaimer here as well. We are not Nu Skin Pharmanex. We do not diagnose problems. What we're talking about, it helps with some of the reducing of these lifestyle illness. Okay, so Penny, I'll put it back to you.
Thank you, Sharon. So our body is creating problems sometimes if we got too much extra. Everything is in this world is into the moderation. So if you're too skinny like me, it's also no good. You don't have enough energy. But if you are too big, then it's not good either. So the management program that we are using, that how we correcting our body, and that is support so much. And this is another partner of me that she got her stroke when she's a few months old. And with the TR90 program and with the supplement that we have, after 90 days, she got back her body as well as her skin, because we also into all the skincare as well. After when we do TR90, we're not just TR90, but you've got 90 days to following up with your client or customer or friend. Then slowly, with all the beautiful machine that we have, as you can see, she looked 10 years younger after 90 days. So this is the program that we do, and this is another partner of ours. She's live in Queensland, so we got people from different states. This is another partner of ours. After 90 days, that she lose 9 kilos. And you can see that she was telling everybody that I am no longer a woman and I am a girl now. So she's telling everybody that she transformed her life from a woman that she cannot go to like a girl shop with, like a small size. And she always have to put on like baggy clothes. But now she's happy. And it's amazing thing that we're not just supporting her with the lose weight, but also her health. She is one of the beauty therapy for like over 20 years. So her head and her shoulder is getting short, and then, getting to say that sleeping is a problem. And it's also supporting all that. And then she getting to, much better sleep and, get reduce all her sickness as well. So that is my TR90 story.
Can I ask you, from your observation of your team and also yourself, can you give some tips on, first and foremost, one of my questions that I get asked a lot is, why is TR90 different? Because there's a lot out there, right? That's one of my questions. The other question is, what are some of your tips that will give someone success with TR90? Your extra tips. some people take TR90 and then they may say, oh, Sharon, I may not see the result that I want. What are some of your tips to having good results?
Okay, two questions. Your question, I got two ways to answer, Sharon. Firstly, I want to know how long do I have? It could be a short answer and could be a long answer.
You have 29 minutes.
Number one, what is TR90? It is a big question. That is very big question. I could explain to you in 1 hour what is TR90 in deep. But in short, TR90, it is an amazing product to me. What is different to a lot of programs out there? We have like many programs out there, but the TR90 is the one that we got the age lock technology. Age lock is the one that why we all look younger. As you can see, myself 2 years ago and myself today, and all my partner that I show you, why we can manage all that because we have the age lock. The age lock is amazing thing is support for TR90 only. They directly working on the younger gene, the fat gene, and the muscle gene. So that is the three things that is so important. As a woman, we all want to have more muscle, isn't it? Who don't want to have more muscle? A lot of people, they pay, thousands of dollars to get their foot bigger, their bum bigger. And that is, we're talking about muscle. And, people pay for Botox to get their chin higher and, all that. And what does that mean? It's muscle. So muscle is so important. If you know, muscle, when we're getting older, our muscle is white. And when the muscle is white, then you got weaker. For us to stay strong, tall, we need muscle. So muscle is the more important thing that we sometimes we don't realize. And a lot of programs out there, when you lose weight, you lose muscle and then lose water in your body, and then you lose fat, but then you lose a lot of other things, and then you got aging, and then because you lose muscle, then your face will be wrinkled and so on. But because we building muscle, that's why my partner, as you can see, her wrinkles reduced, all the aging is being reduced. An amazing thing is the younger gene. This is the one I love the most. The TR90 with the younger gene, all our partner, they say their skin is beautiful. Not just their face, but from their hand, their feet. Everybody in TR90, we're saying that you look good when you're naked. So when you everywhere, every part of our body is beautiful because of the younger gene. So after we use it, we look at our skin. I play tennis. I'm a tennis championship, and I play tennis, and I have a lot of freckles on my skin, and that is reduced that you can see with the normal eyes. And my pigmentation on my cheeks is also reduced as well. So it is the younger gene that is, and a lot of other things that is amazing. We got people that the hair is so white and they use it, and because their gene is younger and their body is, eating properly. With the TR90 program, we don't just talking about the age lock, but it's a habit. Why is 90 days? Why don't we call TR30, TR50, TR60, but we call TR90? Because it is aiming for us to create a habit, and a good habit that giving our body enough nutrition. So before TR90, what is different for me, I could work and forgot my dinner or lunch. for 2 hours and I am okay. But after the TR90, lunch or dinner, it's a time to eat. I cannot work. I cannot concentrate. I have to eat. My body, my metabolism is so strong, and it makes me feel headache, and it makes me feel dizzy, and I have to eat. I have to grab something. That is keep yourself healthy. So the TR program is teaching us body to eat properly. Not just and the beautiful of the TR90 program is you don't stay starving, you don't stay hungry, you don't you're allowed to eat. It is it's some for some people they go into lose weight program, but they can eat. They can eat, but of course we eat according to the guide, the TR90 guide, the booklet. Every TR90 program we have the booklet, so we can eat it. That is outside. And what is different to outside as well is TR90. We have to use together with exercise.
Okay.
With exercise.
How often? How many sessions of exercise will you do? So can I just pause there, Penny? Because one of the questions, so what you're saying, let me just summarize a few bullet points, right? So you're saying that TR90 is not about starving yourself, it's about eating, right? And then it's also about building your muscle, which is really important for our health, right? And then also we notice that our body shape changes, even though the scale may not change, because the scale is actually not that important, okay, by the way. It's your body size. The other thing is, would you agree that a big part of the success that you have seen is the product and the eating? The eating is really important, correct? The eating plan is very important, right, Penny?
Exactly. That's exactly right. If you using TR90 and you don't change your eating habit, like the old say, you go on the same road, you turn right every day, and today you turn right again, then you get to the same destination. So if you want to go to a different destination, of course you got to turn different way. Of course you have to change. And if you don't want to change, for some people, they say, no, I don't want to change. Then I'll tell them straight away, then don't take TR90. It's not working for you.
Yes.
TR90 is only for people who want to transform themselves, who want to look better when they're naked, who want to be beautiful. But if you don't want, then don't spend your money on TR90. It's not worth it. It doesn't work. Tell them straight away. It's not working.
And you talked about exercise, and I know that you were saying that you love yoga and you play tennis. So how often do you exercise? For people that are on TR90, And by the way, just to put a quick disclaimer on there, because that's the other question I get asked. You do not need to join a gym, okay? And now you can't join a gym anyway. So let's talk about exercise.
Yeah. Back to the topic before with TR90 special. Some lose weight program out there. You don't need to exercise. You just drink your tea and then you start. You stop eating and that's it. You lose your weight. But with TR90 program, it is so clever that we have build our body like physically as well. So you only need minimum 20 minutes a day, but I do have an hour yoga every day. That for me and my team. But with the exercise, it is not just giving you the physical happiness, but also contributes so much into your health, and your mind. For me, with every yoga that I do, I just feel that I am more clever. My mind is not fast, and you think, you don't get stuck, and you make the decision quicker, and then you see things through clearly as well. So that is important with TR90. The eating is the one I love. The exercise is something I need. We all know that exercise. We all know that we want exercise, but I cannot control myself and I cannot like discipline myself. But with the TR90 program, with the control in TR90 program, particularly the jump start, it helps your mindset. Yeah, it helps your mind to commit, to decide, and it helps your mind to be stronger. I have a partner in my team that is he wants to quit smoke for like so many times, and he smoked for like over 40 years.
Smoking,
smoking. And when he used TR90, he could like determine quickly and he could quit, and that is he tell me that it's a lot easier than any other program that he had before.
Can I ask you a quick question? When do you take the jump start? Because some people take it in the morning, some people take it during lunch. When do you take it?
I take jump start every morning. But if I know that I have a long day, you know, like today I have like 4 Zoom. If I know that a day I have 4 or 5 Zoom and I have to see some client. If I have a long day and I know that I have to work double, then I take jump start in the afternoon as well.
So you take 2. You take 2?
I normally take 1, but if it's a long day, then I take another one because I work with my partner. You know that this business, we have partner around the world. So when we have Zoom in US and, you know, Europe, normally we're talking about like midnight. And for us to still have full energy like the morning, then I pump myself with another jump start in the afternoon.
Can I ask you also, with the TR90 program, by the way, TR90 is, if you're just joining us, is the weight management, 90 days, right? So there's a package for 90 days. In there's only 1 box of this. So do you take the jump start throughout? You take that on a regular basis, even when you're not on TR90, it sounds like. Is that right?
Yes, for me, I take jump start every day since February 2020, so last year. So since February last year, I take jump start every single day up until today. Even though I'm not on TR90 program, because the TR90 program is only 90 days, and you only need for 90 days. But since I run the program, then I never stop with jump start because it gives me energy, and you know, it's for me. I just feel in the morning because I don't drink tea and coffee. So for me, it's a cappuccino or we say a bubble tea. So jump start is equal to a bubble tea. So my kid and, you know, my friend, they drink bubble tea or cappuccino. I don't drink cappuccino. So I subsidize myself with jump start.
It's much healthier than bubble tea, this one, right? That's very good. So let's talk about the fit and control. When do you take it? Because I know Nu Skin, our company, says in the morning, you take 2 of each in the morning and at night. And when do you take, for breakfast and for dinner, when do you take it?
For fit and control, everyone, you got to be aware, every body is different. Our body is different from one to another. I know that they recommend in the instruction that you got to take it 20-15 minutes before meal in the morning and in the evening. That is the instruction. But to our 100 of people that I help, it is not always the case. For me, I have to use it within my meal or after my meal, because if I use it beforehand, I get stuff and I got shaking and I got like really headache and I got very uncomfortable. So can I
just repeat that? Sorry, can I just confirm that you say, because I know that our companies say take it before, right? But you're saying that you take it with. Is that what you're saying? You take it with it. Okay. Yeah. And do you take it for breakfast or lunch? Do you take it for breakfast or lunch?
I take it for breakfast. Yeah.
Okay.
Because for me, I eat big breakfast and big lunch. Dinner is very light for me. After I joined the TR90 program, mom busy in the morning, and I say to mom, that's it, mom. She doesn't need to prepare big dinner anymore. Like my whole family, because mom takes TR90, my husband, my brother, myself, my daughter. So we all save a lot of money too. Mom used to prepare 3 meals a day. So now she only prepares 2 meals a day. That is something that we love about TR90, because now we choose what to eat, what is good for our body. Before, we only choose what to eat, not for our body, but for our feeling.
Yes.
It is different between, what you want and what you need. So the TR90 will then supporting out and teaching out on how our body need and what do we need.
Yeah.
Now we still have 20 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Next question. I think it is important as well. But the summary on what is the difference between TR90 and any other program outside. We have an amazing age lock that nobody else has. It's a copyright patent on, and it is only with our program only. You cannot buy anywhere else. And if you if whoever is can read and can find out more, if you are interested, you go through and have a look. The ingredient in there is amazing. Is amazing. Some of the ingredient in there is very, very expensive. You're talking about like 20,000-30,000 a kilo.
Which one? Do you want to talk about which one's very expensive?
That's one we're talking about saffron. Saffron is very, very expensive, and thank you, Sharon. That is exactly, what I'm talking about. And for me, I use 1 pack, and if you know value of the ingredient in the pack, it's not expensive at all. It's not expensive at all, because a kilo is like almost $30,000 US dollars. And our company is using like 6S quality in there. That is the most important thing. You also can go and buy saffron in the market, but it is absolutely different to the one that the company use in a package. And it's a lot of other ingredients. When I am sit down and I would just like open my eye, and my eye is go round and my mouth is go big because of all the amazing ingredients that we have in TR90 that nobody else can compare. That is why the program for us, for our team, is too cheap. It's not expensive at all, because we know the value, we know the benefit, and we get it into our body. You can imagine if you live 10 years longer, how much you can imagine have if you can stay healthier and you are 10 years younger, how much would you pay? I know that my people around my town, they pay 100,000. They went to, we call Japan and Korea, and they put on, to say, the surgery, and we call plastic surgery, and they pay 100,000. How much is our pack?
Yeah,
the value is amazing. So that's TR90. How if you ask me about TR90, I could tell you all day long.
Exactly. And when do you take? Thank you so much for that, to point that out. It is so true when you say that it could potentially help you to increase the quality of your life, so you're more productive, right, to do other things and to produce income. Then the cost of the TR90 is nothing, right? And that's a very good point. Also, within the TR90, I think there's also I know there's also another really important component, which is the protein shake, the importance of protein. When do you take the protein? Do you take it in the morning, lunch, or dinner?
For me, I take it twice a day because I work long hour and I'm like an evening person. But in the program, strictly guideline, then in different market, we take it differently. If you are in US, you have supply twice a day. But if you are in Australia, it's only once a day. If you take twice a day, you got to buy some more. You got to tell your friend in advance. Otherwise, they run out. For me myself, I because I want to build my muscle. As you remember what I say, so I take it in the morning and I take it in the evening as well. So I take it twice a day. Yeah, because I had dinner. I had dinner at 6 o'clock. And then if I go to bed at like 12 or 11 or 1, so that is another 5 hours already. So your body, you have to eat every 3 hours. The big meal is going to be within like 5 hours. So it is very important. You got to find out the eating pattern. And that is how you build your metabolism. The metabolism is so important. If you don't train yourself, your body, then you mismix and then your body will be confused. That is how the TR90 doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The metabolism is the engine that burns fat for us. And as we're young, the engine is really active. But what happens, especially for us women, when we reach 35 years old, that's when I hear, oh my God, what happened? I'm eating the same amount, but I'm putting on weight. It's because of our metabolism drops, right? And what you made that really good point is to eat every 3 hours, because imagine your engine is not running on any fuel. The food goes in and that fuels your metabolism to burn fat. And you said something at the end, which is a good point, because a lot of us sleep late. And when you sleep late, your body wants food. And that's when people snack and eat chips and eat all the yucky stuff. But you drink this, right? You drink this as a snack, right? At night. What time do you drink this? Like, are we talking about 10 o'clock?
No, it's not, because if I normally it's around 9 o'clock, 9:30. Yeah, because I have dinner at around 6:30. So it is important that you got to listen carefully, guys, that you don't drink it and go to sleep. That is when you put on weight on your. So it is very important that you got to take your shake 2 hours before you go to sleep.
2 hours before, yeah, very good. You gave me a really great tip last time when we were talking about this. You swallow 4 of these. Is that right? Before you go to sleep?
That's correct. Yes, and I still do now, Karen. Yeah, I still do now. So I take 4 before.
Yeah, and I used to take it like after dinner, but I actually started doing that. And every time I do that in the morning, I kid you not, I can see abs in the mirror in the morning. It really helps with the bloatiness, right? Especially for us women.
Yes, yeah, correct. Our TR9, our Cty Green is different to any other company. It is cheaper and there is no caffeine in there. So it is safe for you to take it before you go to bed. And this is, when you take this, it keeps your body warm, and it help when we talk about sleep is another thing that I could talk for another hour.
Yes.
Between 11 to 2 is when your body is recovery and repair. So this green tea is coming and help to speed up the engine. That's how you put in the normal word. Speed up the engine to burn faster. Put it that way.
That's very good. That's very good. So Penny, you said that our body recovered between 11 to 2, but you sleep really late, so you have to use all this too.
No, I now have my I download my health program in here, and now I go to sleep at 11 o'clock, no later.
Yeah.
The best,
Yeah, that's
if you can, you go to sleep at 10 is the best, 10 o'clock, and you wake up at 5. So we have a yoga in the morning, and then you have book club in the morning. So that is how I make myself go to bed early. Because if I don't go to bed early, I register for the one to open the Zoom. I volunteer to be the one who opened the Zoom. So if I don't wake up, a lot of people waiting for me and my friend, the people were calling me. If I don't wake up, they're calling me straight away because I'm the one who opened the Zoom.
That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very good. Do you guys do yoga together, or do you just do it individually and then you meet for the book club?
We don't.
On Zoom?
On Zoom.
On Zoom.
Yoga on Zoom. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, there you go. All right, Penny, that was so good. Is there any other tips for people that, you know, are going to jump on TR90? Any other tips, words of wisdom that you have? Mindset particularly?
Yeah. The tip is sit down and ask yourself, what do you want? You ask yourself, what do you want? Do you have enough money in your bank? If you have a tick, congratulations. Do you have enough health in your body? Do you how long you want to live? Do you want to look younger than tomorrow? Do you want to be beautiful? You want to look handsome? You want to build like strong health? If you have all that tick, congratulations to you. If you don't need anything else, then that's it. That is the end of the world. And I congratulate, and that's it. And I don't share any program, anything. But if you have any of the box that I say before that untick, if you are not happy when you're naked, TR90 is the one will give you all the tick that you want. And for me, then I would tell myself that I will give myself a prize every year to take TR90 like once a year. That is amazing on how we could tune up our body, build up all the DNA that have been growing not in the right direction because it's the age lock in there that's supporting. So TR90 is need for all our body. It's not just a fancy thing, but it is so important that
it's a need.
If you have a car that you need to tune up every 6 months. You have a house that you tune up, like now is the new year, like our Chinese New Year is coming. And then mom is like, ask my cleaner to clean up the window and then do more deep clean up and, all the garden clean up. What about yourself? Have you ever yourself? Have you ever had a chance to build up your body? How much body worth? The car was 50,000, or if you try Mercedes, is 150,000. So ask yourself, how much is your body worth? It is an endless. And remember, your body, there is no part to replace. You can't buy that part. So don't wait until it's too late. So
it's a very good point. Very good point. Very good point. I think there was a question about what do you say to people when they say this is expensive? I think you actually replied this, but I'd love to hear it again. Yeah. What do you say? Penny, this is expensive. What do you say?
That is when people will say that when they don't hear the benefit. So you have, if people say that to you, I don't have people say that to me because I don't sell TR90. I don't sell TR90. I sell my results. I sell my, I sell my story. I sell my partner story. And when they hear the story and when they see the result, they will say, I want it. Give it to me. They never ask how much. They never ask the price. There is people asking for price, of course, for some certain men, by asking for your more information. When they ask the price, please don't explain the price. Don't say you can break them down, you can pay less, you can pay that, pay this. The answer to get the TR90 going, it give me more information. That is an excuse to say, no, I don't want it. So give them more information. So it's not, remember we say, no is not now. No is not, it's not the end. No, it's not, that's it. But give me more information. So if you give them more information, maybe they don't hear you. Sometimes you've been talking. Not everybody hear you. I get it from my experience. Sometimes you think that the person in front of you listen to you, but they don't get it 100%. So maybe you need to bring them to like an event, or maybe you need to connect a third party, or maybe they need to hear another story, because they might not trust your story. And you know how powerful is third party and third phone call and three-way calls and bring them to an event where they listen to other people. Is you talk the same thing, you tell them the same thing, and you will sit there and amazed. I tell you already. I told you.
I know. But they hear from someone. Exactly. And I think you answered the next question that I can see on the chat, which is, I know that people have to go as well, and then we'll wrap up in 1 minute, that they say they need to wait. And again, if they say that they need to wait, it's because they did not hear the benefits of it and the urgency why they would need it for their body, correct? Is that how you would answer that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. When they is too expensive, not now. I can't take pill. I can't drink milk. I am too lazy. That is just an excuse. It's the same answer. Give me more information.
Yeah.
That is a signal that that I receive different message. That I would say, okay, I need to give this person more information.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much, Penny. That was really good. I think we're a few minutes over, but it's okay. But in summary, I would any one line summary that you have, Penny.
Say it again, Sharon.
Do you have a one line to summarize? Do you have anything else you want to add?
To summarize, so thank you everyone that you tuning and come across and listen to our conversation. Thank you, Sharon, for giving me the chance to share. But the one thing, as you hear my story, for me, for the first 48 years, I don't know that health is so important. I really don't taking care of myself. I really neglect, and I really I can say that I abuse myself with my body. And I, as a woman, a particular nation woman, we always taking care of our family first, our kids, our mom and dad, and particular for the one that who have family in our country. You always think about them, and you always, you give them the money first. Even though you don't have money, you still send money to China, to Vietnam, to Philippines. But what about you? The best I understand it to you guys. You are the most important thing in the world. Without you, it's nothing. And please, sit down. And this is a new year, new thing. And I hope that you got a new year for 2021.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Penny. You have an amazing weekend. And so we are back on on Thursday. Thanks, Penny. Thanks again. You share so much knowledge. On Thursday, we have our business briefing. The guest speaker will be announced very shortly, so stay tuned for that. And also for all the people that are interested in TR90, please get back to the person that introduced you to this. And thank you so much. Thanks, Penny. We'll talk to you soon, okay? And thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Let me just, thank you. I'm going to stop the recording. I did record it, right?